and Tim Walz walks in, and Charlie Kirk like does a selfie video, and he gets Tim Walz and he goes, "What a beta!"
Really?
And everyone in the comments is just like, "You're a fucking beta, dude."
Yeah, dude. You're arguing with fucking high schoolers all the time.
It's the best.
Yeah. Charlie Kirk.
All right, I want to show you guys something that I thought was really inspirational. It says here, this is an example of a man overcoming his fear and asserting his power. You won't believe what happens at the end.
Love these videos.
He feels like he's doing like a keynote speech or something.
I know, right?
I'm strong. Move forward. Move forward.
What's going on?
Forward. I'm a man. I am a man.
I am a man. I am a man. I am a man. I am a man. I am a man. I am a man.
They're blowing those mics
No
out.
way, that's a real like.
You won't believe what happens at the end.
They start kissing?
Are they gonna start fucking each other? He is overrun with emotion because he allowed himself to let go and assert himself. When a man taps into his power, a grieving process happens. This is a natural release of old self.
He shits his pants or what?
Are you next?
Unbreakable man experience? Oh my God. I'll say,
What do you think of that?
That's a real fucking
you know what? He should just
Yeah, it's a real thing.
He should just sign up to Lionheart Jiu-Jitsu instead because that's nothing.
I don't think
I like the honesty.
Brother, this is nothing. When you get a guy on top of you and you get him off, that's more of a man than that.
What is that supposed to do?
he's overcoming. He's using assertiveness.
Link usually does that to open a door in another room.
They should just put a car neutral and just push the car up. That'd be better.
Guys,
That sounds like my dad yelling at me to help correctly.
I'm really proud of him.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut up, Anthony.
No, tell us why. Tell us why.
That's the fakest thing I've ever seen in my whole entire life. What is that? What does
I
that
knew
mean?
you'd love this one.
Oh, brother.
Dude, Nick's going.
That's because
crazy.
you already assert you're such a man. You're such a real man.
No.
Some people need to find the man in them.
Trust me, I'm one of the biggest bitches of all time, and I'm still the same, but I have a little bit more confidence in myself because I've been beat up a bunch. That's the only difference between me and that guy. I know I could survive it and be okay, you know what I mean? But this guy, I don't know what that's about.
You don't believe in the man experience?
I've been beat up so many times on the mat where I just sit there and I just start, like, I want to cry. I feel like I tear up.
You gotta
There's
let
been
go.
times.
You gotta cry though.
There's been times. No, I cried. I've cried on the mat where I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I've got my ass beat so much from one
You
day.
should register for the Unbreakable Man experience.
Yeah.
Let's rewind a little bit, okay? I'm confused as to, is this supposed to be I want to be tough or I want to be emotional?
It's alpha male classes.
That's not alpha male, brother.
What? Do you want me to watch it again?
Have you ever had a guy take you from behind? If you had a guy take you from behind,
That's alpha. That's alpha.
brother. That's an unbreakable man, brother.
What makes you unbreakable from doing this?
Broke my hymen.
He just helped him cry a bunch, yo.
Yeah.
So at the end, he says, he screams, I'm a man, and then he gets a big hug from a man.
See, and you didn't believe what happened at the end, did you?
Yeah.
What happened at the end? I'm so confused.
I'm starting to think videos.
He hugged him.
I'm starting to think videos put that on their tags so they can make you watch the end and then nothing happens. That's what I'm starting to think. Are you getting me, Steve?
There's so many programs that try to give you that feeling of like accomplishment with doing nothing at all. It's like the skip every kind of work towards achieving anything and just get the feeling.
They do that with like the Navy SEALs. They'll do like a mock Navy SEAL test.
Yeah.
But they're doing the shit where like you link arms, you're in the water for a couple
Getting waterboarded.
But everything's scaled and relative, right? So, like for example, you ever see those videos where a person like puts on a certain like hearing thing for the first time ever, and
100%.
then they finally hear, or like they finally see something for the first time, and then they're overfilled by emotions because they don't have that. Okay, so you're talking like you're just so machismo. You're
No,
like,
it's not.
You're
It's
like a
not.
metahuman. You're Superman like 2.0 almost, right?
Get it.
Whereas like
Don't
some
patronize
people,
me, dude.
you're you're literally talking about like this guy. This guy's like, it's like he was born crippled, right, in a wheelchair, and then he stood up for the first time and took a step, and you're like, dude, brother, I've been beat up 100 times. That's pussy.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, some people
I think you're giving
Taking
him,
his shine away.
I think you're giving him too little credit. I think a better test was like, all right, let's run a mile. See how fast you can do it.
But they don't want to do real work. They just want the feeling.
Oh yeah, I guess.
That's the thing. They want to.
And you can't pay them to be like, hey, run a mile. Let me see how I'm gonna stay right here.
I'd argue that he's wasting his money. That's why.
That's the thing.
I don't want
It's
to
like-
waste his money.
It's like people. When did that start? Of like, oh, I think glory should be an equal opportunity feeling. We should all have it. So let's just skip winning anything and get awards now.
It's kind of a good idea.
Because the whole point of these mentorships or whatever is to like put you through like a really hard physical experience. So you come out.
You actually have to do something.
But that's hard to them.
You pushing? I don't know if it's that hard.
Pushing a guy that's walking
That
backwards.
will cry.
But he didn't. He wasn't out of breath. He was fine. He was just crying.
But he was crying.
You know, I think he was crying because the other guy hugged him and embraced
Dude,
him.
if somebody had video of me doing this,
I'm a man.
like I'd rather people show me in the blue paint doing the bubble bobble video, like the movie.
The movie, 90-minute feature.
Forever, dude.
Because that guy, yeah, he should be upset. He wastes his money.
I would be like,
a scam. This is
you guys film this and upload this online. I look like such a bitch.
But then, like, if he's lucky that maybe his entire social circle is like that, so
That's
that he
true.
can live with that success for the rest of his life.
Like his social circle's going, I'm so proud of you.
That's you're probably right.
And if he was here, I would have been like, bro, I didn't know you were such a bitch.
See, say something about him. He's the one calling.
Well, no, it's because he's chapter 2 of the registration period. So once he becomes a man, he needs to run into the bully.
Yes.
Oh God, dude, that's scary.
You gotta take it step by step. You can't just be a black belt in jiu-jitsu right away, dude.
It took me a really long time to get a
You
black
forgot
belt,
your
okay?
journey. Now that you're sitting on high mountain,
no.
black belt.
I'm trying to tell you, I got beat up a lot. That's what.
This is such a foreign kind of group of guys that I don't even I don't even know that they exist, right? So when they do exist, it's so surprising. But do you have anybody in your friend circle or even proximity where you're like, I think they might take this class?
No,
Not that I know of.
I'm proud of it.
Yeah. They might do it in secret.
I saw one of these
Can.
guys.
Can wouldn't do.
Can probably. Yeah, my bad. Can.
No, but see, even if Can wanted to take this class, he's already walking in with more accomplishments on his belt than most of these people.
Yeah.
Can's walking in going, I'll try it.
Yeah.
Not because he needs it.
Can will do that. He was like, that was fun.
He's going because he's a nice guy.
Oh my god, of course it's Anthony.
My bad.
I would 100% not do it. Dude, come on, man. I'm already manly. Look, I'm making beef.
Have you seen the ones of the guys at the beach and they're getting yelled at by some alpha male drill instructor?
Yeah.
And they're like doing like burpees or whatever.
That's the Navy SEAL one.
Yeah. It's not for Navy. It's not Navy SEAL.
Yeah, but it's like they're trying to replicate it.
Yeah. Navy SEAL training to be the alpha male experience.
And they're all like business owners and shit. They're like, I have a pressure washer business and I'm trying to take it to 7 figures. What do I do to get to the next level?
And they're holding like little axes and like doing burpees and stuff. It's pretty great.
I want to be a better husband. I want to be a better father. I want to be a better, you fucking whiny piece of shit. Back. You better move with a fucking purpose. Belly. Feet.
Yeah,
What about the one in the office? You see the one where he's yelling at all the people and like it's like a seminar and everyone's wearing suits and shit and then all the comments are like gay.
Does this remind you of like?
There was go
In a way, it almost feels somewhat connected to the way some people view going to Burning Man.
Oh, for sure.
You know, like they
There's
view it
a-
as like such a radical exit from their normal life, and that here that it's transformative and it's almost native to the land. But
Okay, so I can only agree with that parallel if that guy's on drugs.
Yeah.
If he's on some sort of drugs and he's like, I'm a man, I'll be like, oh shit, he's going through some stuff.
Yeah, he should just do ayahuasca or something.
maybe that is
Because Burning Man, it's not like, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I know hella people are going to Burning Man this year. I wanted to go this year.
No, I like the event. I'm saying, like,
But it's like you're on
Yeah.
drugs a lot.
but like people going to the same thing, having a different definition of what it is that's happening to them. versus someone.
One's a spiritual experience. The
Yeah.
other one's like, I'm partying hard.
Yeah, there's still a bunch of roadies driving semis to set that shit up. It's not as magical as you think, you know. Like you got to look at the reality of it. You got there and it looked magical, but it's not. It's not very different from other events, you know. And
You're not really out in the elements like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's still a lot of.
You're not Mad Maxing it.
Yeah, but then like some people will credit to me for coming to Burning Man.
It was such a spiritual opportunity for me. It was a moment of.
But I like the event.
Yeah,
I do like the theme or the concept of what you were just talking about. How like when did it become like everybody deserves glory?
Yeah.
When we all got gold stars for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
Well, why do people get glory still for climbing Mount Everest when we know it's all the Sherpas doing all the work?
Yeah.
Well, it's because people still die climbing Mount Everest.
No, fair.
I think if you even if the Sherpas are doing all the work, if you go into a place because you just
They're doing everything.
They're carrying all their gear.
if you got a risk of death, it's like that's still pretty like okay, you take that accomplishment.
Sure.
I almost died riding that Sherpa's back.
Yeah, it's inconvenient.
Like being carried down the mountain on a Sherpa's back.
or even taking
Wow, credit to me.
Oh my god, I climbed Everest.
right? Because nobody's living in the town at the base of the mountain one day going like, all right, fine, I'll finally climb this. It's like you gotta like make the call, train, fly over there and with money.
Oh, the flying's the hardest part.
You know what I'm saying? Like to make that journey,
18 hours.
and to not tap out. To not tap out, you know?
Now they even have these new air canisters. Have you seen this? It's like a new type of air that makes it easier for them to climb Everest.
You have to,
A new
you have
type
to
of
actually
air?
stay in that like town in the Himalayas to acclimate.
Exactly.
Because the air pressure is so low, you got to stay.
And there's camps at different levels too. Because like if the storm starts or if it's windy or whatever, you gotta like camp out at like a certain area.
Yeah, you're not doing it in a day. It's like a whole thing.
I have a embarrassing confession. Like when I seen one of these things.
Better be embarrassing.
What up, guys? Come join our Patreon because there's hundreds of videos dating all the way back to 2019.
That's right. If you click on the link down below, you could join our Patreon, join us on the Discord, come chat with us directly, have a fun conversation.
And this will help support the channel's growth and new ideas. And also tap into our closer community by joining our Discord. And get the opportunity to suggest video ideas like the ones you've seen. Thank you guys. Join our Patreon. Help us out. Thanks.
See you guys there. Say hi to me.
It is. So there was an ad and it was like, imagine a space. It's in Costa Rica or whatever, right? And then like, it's a place where it's all guys. And you can every day.
I already know what you're talking about, yeah.
It's like a carnivore diet. So they grill steaks, fucking fruits. It's like healthy living. You could work out. There's kickboxing. There's yoga. There's like sauna shit. And
People love those
And no women allowed.
no women.
All guys is gay though.
And it's like
Guys.
Yeah, it's like digital nomad shit, and I'm like, yo, this is fucking cool. And then I read the comments, what kind of gay shit is this? All that, and I'm like, I was like, a part of me was like, I was so sold, but now I'm embarrassed to go to one of these things.
Imagine calling Hannah right now and being like, hey babe, I'm going to Costa Rica alone. I'm going to hang out with a bunch of dudes in a camp and eat meat for a fucking week.
You know what makes it gay?
What?
I think what makes it gay is that we're all strangers. If it was just us and we planned a trip to do that, it's not so gay.
Even then, I'm going down, brother. Like I'm going to Costa Rica without Nikki. I'm going down.
Yeah.
But do you remember those survival shows where they split guys and girls and how fun the guys were? Like there is something about like dudes doing shit together that actually is fun. And I think the guys that incessantly look from afar and call that gay are the same guys that go, how come there's no girls around? And when there are, they don't talk to them.
True.
Because guys not able to talk to guys, it's even more hard to talk to girls.
Guys are just making camp right, problem solving, building the camp, and then the girls are like, look, we have a problem, we want to make the camp, and then the girls are like, but like, we just want to complain about it. We don't want to fix it yet.
They're all arguing. I want it here. No, I want it there.
Standing in the rain, like we're just trying. Look, we're not trying to solve it right now, okay?
We just have time.
Panic attacking and stuff, yeah, but the guys are like laughing, jumping in the water.
It's the best.
Yeah.
It's because I miss doing shit like that. And it's like...
Yeah, because
like,
you have to be around a girl all the time. That's the total sensibility of it.
Yeah,
That's
maybe
right.
that's what it is.
Yeah,
It's like, I'm sick of this fucking couple shit. Give me the men.
That's why guys like hanging out with guys because most of the time they're with girls.
I mean, that's what this is for me.
This is what it is for me too.
It's like I don't have this.
Yeah, I'm with so many girls all the time. Dude.
I have
It's
this.
Like, so nice to be here.
You're surrounded by nothing but men.
I'm just with dudes all the time.
yeah, but you're with your girl most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm with so many girls all the time though. Like,
You spent, dude. If you spent time only with guys from now till death, your girls would have still been the majority.
Yeah, you're like, where the
you
bitches
grew up
at?
with a mom and 2 sisters.
yeah, you're right.
Girls would still.
I'm mostly a girl. I've always been saying that.
That's why you went so macho with your like you're hiding your girl feminine traits.
But there is definitely like everyone's a winner bled into adult life.
True.
Yeah.
It used to just be for kids so that they wouldn't feel sad.
I also think that Mr. Rogers, I've talked about this before, but Mr. Rogers screwed over a whole generation by telling them that they're special and they haven't even done nothing yet to be special.
Yeah.
You didn't do one thing to be special.
Well, I'm watching this guy just take his coat off and put his house slippers on.
Bro, you know what I think it really is? It's like a lot of absent fathers.
Yeah.
Because the divorce rate is crazy high for our generation
That's
and younger,
true.
right?
Yeah, that's
And
true.
then like I've seen like fatherless guys go 2 ways. You're either you take on your mom's trait and you become super feminine, or you go super macho and super violent. And then like I've never seen like a well-balanced dude that comes from a broken home. He's always like either super one or the other.
Yeah.
Fair, yeah. That's one correlation that's very consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so these guys that like probably need to man up, it's like they probably were so feminine because it's they're just, you know,
Or they
took
just
on the
lack
mama's
guidance, yeah.
Yeah.
So you think that guy that was pushing the other guy, you think he didn't have a mom? I mean, didn't have a dad growing up, probably?
It might be a high probability because
I'm willing to put money on that.
Or
boys out there.
Or he had a dad and he had a bunch of brothers and all of them are macho and successful and they like bullied him, punked him because he was like the weakest one.
Killed his self-esteem.
And then he had to be like, I am a man.
Yeah, that's kind of, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you guys see the video of Charlie Kirk? And he's sitting at a dinner or something, and Tim Walz walks in, and Charlie Kirk like does a selfie video, and he gets Tim Walz and he goes, "What a beta."
Really?
No way.
Way.
That's funny.
And everyone in the comments is just like, "You're a fucking beta."
Yeah,
dude.
You're arguing with fucking high schoolers all the time.
It's the best.
I get it, but you know.
Charlie Kirk.
Dude.
Talk about punching.
It cracks me up when guys like, I don't know, do that shit.
The beta shit is like, it's too much.
Like, talk about how alpha you are. It's, and talk about how beta other people are. Is you're fucking gay.
And those guys aren't alphas.
No.
Like, who do you think of alpha when you think of...
I like that Steve's right and he's serious and he does that in this room the most.
Oh, do I?
Dude, all Steve Day, everybody's hyped about all Steve Day, dude. Your day sucks.
What? I don't think my day sucks. I think everyone gets really excited about it. People share it to their friends and family, and they'll like start talking about it early in the week. Like, it's gonna be all Steve Day on Friday.
Yeah, Tiff was like, you ready for all Steve Day today? And I was like, yeah, babe, last day.
And she's like, I packed you lunch. It's all Steve Day.
Why are you guys saying that? It's A is a D.
Yeah, yes, Steve.
ASD.
And then like Tiff is like, oh, all Anthony Day. This will be a breeze. That's what she always says. It's first day of the week, you know?
All Ant Day is the funniest thing when you tried to make it a thing, and he's like, nobody says that.
Everybody says it.
What do you think? What do you think the ratio is genuinely between people saying all Steve Day and all Ant Day?
Don't make that face.
What do you think it's like?
Do it again without saying that.
You're being an alpha and you're making me a beta right now and you're asserting your dominance.
Hey, dude. Oh, shit. Oh, dang, bro. Hey, Steve's swole, bro.
Tell me what you thought. When
We
you
arm
saw-
wrestle on this show, brother.
When you saw the
For
same
Colleen.
When you saw the same shit, grilling steaks and fucking working out and fucking chilling all day.
I know where you're coming from with it
That's
because
all
I'm
tight.
like, oh, I understand the concept of like if there's no women around, then also like because they're eating meat all day, and then there's like those bamboo workout machines and stuff. Basically, like there's a gym, right? So you're supposed to like work out, and honestly, a bunch of guys that can stay focused on like progressing their work, their business, their ideation, finding whatever it is that they're looking for internally, working out, eating good, and being like no girls to like even convolute your space, because if there's no women there, then you can really focus on doing what you need to do versus like every single time Nina walks into the garage I like add on plates even though I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Or you're like, oh, I'm taking these off because I'm done.
Yeah.
so like
thousandth
I
rep.
get it, but to your point though, it's like doing it with all strangers is like Well, you better.
That's what feels weird.
The strangers thing is whack.
Hey, but you know what though?
Maybe you're looking for friends.
Maybe they have a really good icebreaker. You know what I mean? So they throw the ball around. You get to know who's who. Because that's what it really like. I think.
I usually, if I didn't pick them, I don't like those things.
You don't like the icebreaker?
No, not icebreakers. If I didn't pick the people that I'm going, in most cases, I don't like them.
We should do one our own then. We should do our own.
That's what I'm saying. We should do it.
Well,
should
like,
monetize
if
our
you
own.
like the concept, which I do like the concept,
We should
just
monetize our own, actually.
A bunch of homies that we like can go do that, and we'll have a great
What's
time.
another example of having to be around strangers like that? Where it's not this, but like it's all guys, they're all strangers.
Well,
What's an example?
Yeah, what's
Like,
another thing that
People do those things, like for example, like even ayahuasca, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like I know my homies who have done ayahuasca that are like because they went into those group ayahuasca things, they've built some of their like closest friends because they went into something that was extremely vulnerable.
It's all guys?
It's not all guys, but it's strangers. So you put yourself into like a really unique situation
Wish it was
with a
all
bunch
guys,
of
though.
strangers, and then you build really powerful friends. Gio said it herself recently with
she did a
the
group
trip thing, the group trip thing. They hit me up, by the way, to do one, and I was like, I don't think I could pull like her. Anyways,
I think you could.
and if she did the trip thing, and then she's like, we're still in a group thread with all of them. We still talk, and 10 of those people are doing my second trip. And it's like, now you're just gonna build really, really unique experiences with really random people, so they're gonna become your friends.
Bro, we could definitely do that. Like jujitsu, like coaches, and they do seminars, and they'll do like they'll rent like a villa, and they'll just have trainings every day.
Yeah.
One person will hold a seminar. One person will hold a seminar. Like we could definitely do that with all our skill sets. You know.
My buddy, you guys know Alex Resurrection?
Yeah.
He would organize like retreats and like whether it's around like karate or whatever, and he would just book like a resort, and he would have like the day planned out to like we're gonna eat, we're gonna go to the beach, we're gonna do that, we're gonna train. And that's what I remember. So I think that's what I associated that kind of shit. And I'm like, dude, I miss doing shit like that. We should all do it.
We could do
I
our
love
own
that
version of
stuff.
this, bro.
But when do we
But
get
it
our
wasn't-
own? When do we get the
not
alpha
all
male
guys.
certification?
It wasn't all guys though. There were girls, and it was like
It's right there, brother.
Alpha males.
Right there. That's all the certification you need.
something weird about like getting like, let's say you had to go to a thing with 100 guys, right?
Hell yeah.
If that was something that was based on the fact that all 100 of you were proficient in the same unifying skill, it makes sense. If you're just 100 random ass dudes that just want to do this event, that's weird no matter what.
Well, not if somebody's making money. It's a business. It's completely different.
Oh, you
Oh,
mean
what
the
do you mean?
retreat I'm talking about?
Yeah,
No,
I'm
it's
talking
it's
about-
it's like a networking thing for digital nomads, and I think you have to be you have to apply.
That's what I'm saying though. But somebody is making money off of people applying to be
Right,
a part of
right,
it.
right, right, yeah.
We're talking about a higher idealism because like it's not something we necessarily need. We just like it and we want to experience those things.
It just looks
so we
fun,
would just do it amongst ourselves. We're not making money
yeah,
off each other.
But the point is, I think it's like a mastermind for like, let's say you work digitally, but you don't work in a field where there's people. And then so you're just like, I want to be around like-minded people.
I get
yeah.
it. Okay, so all these guys normally operate this way, but they do it alone.
Yeah. That's usually the case.
I see.
That they don't have other friends like them.
And then it's good networking.
Yeah, it's good networking.
Slower.
So it's kind of like you're meeting.
Yeah.
I have one question.